Hey guys, so today I decided I want to play a ttrpg that is paid. And if you're wondering why you hear birds, in case you hear birds outside, I have my window open, there's no construction work going on. There hasn't been any construction work all day, so I feel safe leaving my window open while recording. However, if the construction work picks up, I will close it. So, I pulled out. I've got the rainbow dice here next to my snacks and my markers, but I've actually pulled out the cheese dice. Got these recently in the mail, bought them a while ago. Was already wondering if my package went missing or something, but nope. They're here. I also got some D4s here. These are some of the coolest D4s I have. They're part of this set. This is from Viridian Dice as well as these dice. And the ttrpg I'm going to be playing is Trash Pals. It is by Goff Hoblin. 1 second. Here's the credits. It is not for free, so this does cost money. It is $5. I got it in a bundle that was also $5. At the time of recording this, it's still available in the bundle. I would recommend purchasing the bundle over just this, because the bundle has a lot of other ttrpgs that are also paid that cost more than $5. And you just get a bunch of ttrpgs, and you're supporting a good cause, which is Ohio trans rights or something like that. I don't quite remember. As of recording this, there are also community copies available of this game for free, so you can claim it for free. There are 7 still available while recording this. Might be less when it gets out. This video, I mean. And I need to pull my pants up because they keep falling down, and I need to put my shirt down. Okay. So, now that my pants are up, sorry, I hate these pants. They were just at my hips. I want them at my waist. Like, they don't fall down completely, obviously, but that's so annoying. Anyways, I'm gonna be writing down my trash pile. This is the character sheet that comes with it. I'm not gonna be showing the actual rule book. Let's go through the rules. I'm not going to be reading the rules, but I'm going to be explaining them. So I've got a little tower here. I actually need to change up my tower slightly. Just pull the little craftsman system made. I had this on there. It's a little, I don't know what it is. My system made, I'm pretty sure it's a duck. It's absolutely adorable. My sister made this for me a while ago. I had it on there, I don't know why. But yeah, I have the basics and the more pals as well. So the more pals, I don't know if they're included in the other stuff or if they're free. I didn't look that up. Anyways, so it's a ttrpg where players work together as a group of animal friends looking for the best trash haul of their lives. You sniff out only the best half-empty takeout containers, cheese wrappers that humans can throw away. And cheese wrappers and humans can throw away, sorry. I forgot the and. You only have 1 night. Basically, that's the setup. I kind of read that. I left some parts out, like what you can play as, because that comes later. Okay, so. It is written with a group in mind, but can be played with 1 player and 1 GM, or even without a GM. So I'm going to be playing this solo because I have neither friends nor anyone else I can play this with, so that's fun. But yeah. So the start of the game, create their characters. So players create their characters. So I'm just gonna actually roll a d8. So I've got the characters here. I'm gonna roll it. Whoops, d8. It's a cheesy d8. Are you a d8? You can hardly tell, yes. By the way, this has rounded edges, so I can do this. And it doesn't hurt. Maybe there's some indent? Yes, there's a little bit of an indent. But it didn't hurt. I mean, yes, this is my right hand, so obviously it's gonna hurt less than my left, for example, but still. So we've got 6. That means the second on the More Pals one. By the way, you're supposed to roll a d4 for this, because in the original there's only 4. But yeah. Skunk. Lost Chihuahua. Okay, so I'm a Lost Chihuahua. Gosh, I was hoping for raccoon or rat, because those are some of my favorites. I like the letter R as well. Okay, Lost. How do you spell it? Chihuahua. Yeah, right. Okay, so got a Lost Chihuahua. That's my species. So I get +1 senses and +1 cute. You get 1 in each of these as a base. So I'm going to write that down later because I still need my other thing. So the obstacles, I need to put that here. So I've got my species. Why do you want trash is next. So I'm just gonna pick the d4 here. 2. Trash for the trash god. Okay. Once trash for the trash god, and I'm gonna capitalize god because why not? I mean, I accidentally did it, but you know, why not? Oh, by the way, this is gonna be uncut, this video, just like all videos on my channel, because I want you guys to see my process of trying to get into it. I did read the rules beforehand, and I did try character creation once before, just because I wanted to experiment a little bit. But I didn't use this sheet, I used some just regular notebook paper. No, printer paper. Not notebook paper, sorry, I lied. It was printer paper. Yeah. What is your special talent? So my special talent... Oh wait, first of all, special move. I have... Shake that. That can be used once per... play. So... Roll and body to enter a prolonged full body shiver. Roll body and cute, sorry. Roll body plus cute. By the way, I'm writing this in like large letters. Otherwise, like if I was writing this alone, I would write this in much smaller letters. So I'm just writing it in larger letters so you guys can read it too. Hopefully. I know my handwriting sucks, but hopefully you guys can see kind of what I'm trying to write. Roll body plus cute, enter a prolonged... by the way, I'm not writing the A. Because I need to shorten this. Full body shiver. What does this do? I didn't read that yet. She was so rigorous. Nearby humans think you're cold and want to get your blanket. Shaking might be intense enough to knock something over. Okay. Okay. So intense. Humans might get you a blanket. Or you knock something over. I love that. Gosh, I wish I got rat. Just because I love rats. They're like some of my favorite animals. Or skunks. Oh my gosh, there's a skunk as an option. Or a pigeon would also be great. That's in the More Pals section. Yeah. The pigeon is here. So I need to put these like this. Okay. So, what is your special talent? Now I can finally write down the stats. 2. Special talent is being cute. Okay, so sorry about the darkening. There's just some thing before the sun. Okay, so 3 cute, 2 senses, and the rest is 1. Oh, by the way, this is what I rolled. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a 2 up there, you know. Pretty cute. 2 senses, 1 body, 1 smart. Okay. And my favorite snack, what's that? 2. Again, Cheeto dust. I did get Cheeto dust in my trial character, so I want something else. 2 again. 4. Fried chicken. I hate chicken, like I hate the taste of it. But I guess my Chihuahua likes it. And I'm so compelled to write chicken. Genuinely. Anyways, so I've got my character here. So my starting location, I'm gonna need to do that. I need to roll another d4. By the way, all you need is a d4 and like some paper. The plate is okay. Industrial. That's my starting location. Industrial. It's different than... By the way, everything so far has been different than what I got for my trial character. I didn't actually play with it, but, you know, just figuring out, okay, this is how you create a character, because that's usually the most complicated process for me, and I don't know why. Okay, so what's the industrial place like? So, the industrial part of town is a hit or a miss at best, at the best of times. But you've learned that in between the mechanics, cabinet makers, and furniture refinishers, I don't know that word, are a number of small food stores and coffee shops which cater to the workers in the area. And food from these places is often plentiful and greasy, but these industrial estates feature a high-tech security system and sometimes have patrolling guards with dogs. Okay. By the way, my favorite part of this, I need to stand up again so I can show you guys. It's like the little thing here at the bottom. I can show that, I'm pretty sure. It's just the part of the bottom. Eat trash, do crimes. It says that on every single one of the bottoms. The papers. And then we roll a d4 for the trash situations, and the obstacle ideas are just obstacle ideas. Need to count how many these are. Give me a second, I'm actually going to pause for that. So there's 19. I'm thinking of actually rolling a d20 for these obstacle ideas. Look at the cheese ones here. And these ones are going to be for my abilities. So going to be the stat die. By the way, for these ones, the filled-in areas are going to be the number that I count. So if there's 1 filled-in area, it's a 1. 3 filled-in areas, it's a 3. That's how I will count them. These are retro dice, by the way. You can probably tell here. They're very shiny. I love them. These are my favorite dice ever at the moment. Aside from the cheese dice, because oh my god, do I love cheese. It's literally my favorite food. So I don't need the rest of the dice right now. And yes, my desk is currently a mess. It is filled with things, and sorry about the car driving by. I don't live next to a busy road, but I live next to the main road of my town. Well, at least I think it's the main road. It's the main road that the bus uses, so I'm guessing main road in general. I don't fucking know. I have lived here for over 2 years now at this point, and I still don't know what the main road is. But you don't see that many people out there. You see more people at like the grocery store, stuff like that. So I guess that could be the main road. I don't know. But yeah, I live next to a not busy street, but you can still hear the cars quite well, especially when I have the window open. So sorry about that. And if everything starts shaking, that's because a truck drove by. Okay? So if there's just a shake in the middle of it all, suddenly everything's shaking, you know a truck drove by. Okay. So I'm gonna think of a name and a description. I'm gonna grab a bite to eat while doing that, because I realized I haven't had breakfast yet. I don't know how late it is. Probably afternoon. And I'm kind of a little bit shaky, so like, I don't know if you guys can see that well. Like, I shake every now and again, just very slightly. And I don't know why. It's probably because I haven't eaten. Like, I've just been drinking so much water that I didn't notice. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna Google Chihuahua names, and I'm gonna have to edit the video together because I need to look them up on my phone. That's gonna be annoying. But I have enough space on my phone, hopefully, to edit them together and download the copy of the edited version onto my phone and then do that. Otherwise, I'm gonna need to transfer the videos onto my computer and upload from there, which is gonna be a pain in the ass. Hopefully, I don't have to do that because that's so slow. So yeah, I'm gonna do that now. Okay, so I ate and I wrote down the name. His name is Sir Georgington III, Protector of Trash. So, I wanted to write down the character information with you guys. I decided this one while I was eating. Didn't eat much, it was like 5 minutes that I was gone. Should have probably washed my hands afterwards because I did eat, what's it called? Wurststangler. I don't know what that is in English. You know, like little sausages that you can eat just out of the packaging. I ate those with bread. I washed my hands beforehand because obviously I'm gonna use my hands for that, but like I didn't wash them afterwards. You can definitely tell. But yeah, character description. So, arrogant, regal. He's arrogant, regal, and devoted to the trash god, obviously. So he's solo adventurer. Solo adventurer. Yep, solo adventurer. And yeah, so trash situations. So I'll explain the rules as I go. So first trash situation we need to roll a dice for, and it's a 3. There's a large dumpster. Okay, so I think I'm gonna write this down on the back of this sheet. So I'm just gonna write it from the eye perspective. I was scrolling through my kingdom, because obviously it's his kingdom. He's Sir Georgington III. He has a kingdom, obviously. I was strolling through my kingdom when I encountered a large dumpster. And as I said, there's 19 obstacle ideas. I'm gonna roll for one first, then the second one maybe. So there was a little bit of speck of food, I think, on there from yesterday still, because I ate on my desk yesterday. Didn't today. Okay, so 13. That is storage shed. No, bin shed? Storage? Bin storage? Okay, so the bins are stored somewhere. But it was locked behind a gate. So I want to use, okay, I need to flip this over. I want to use my smart. So I have 1 smart, that means 1 dice, the highest of this 1 dice, to crack it open. And if I fail that, I will go with senses. Or should I go with senses first? I think I'll go with senses first and keep smart second. So out of these 2, because I have 2 senses, I'll go for, okay, so I want to use my senses to find a hole. Can I find a hole? So the highest number I got is 2, a partial fail. Try to find a hole. I tried to find a hole, but the one I found, because he did find one, it's a partial fail, found was too small for me. So I can now, I think, use my body to try and squeeze myself through. So actually I only need one, so technically I can roll the cheese again. I like rolling the cheese. 4 absolute success. 4 there. Oh my god, the cheese is lucky. I tried to squeeze myself through. I tried to squeeze myself through and did it. Okay, so I want another obstacle because that felt a little easy. So 10. That means so where was I? Humans. There's humans there. But some of my one of my underlings was taking out the goods. So, oh, by the way, afterwards you determine how much time has passed using a d4. So I think I'm gonna use cute. I have 3 cute. So 3 dice. Highest of them all is a 2. Okay, so partial failure. So I try to convince them I was no threat by wiggling my, and he doesn't say but, he says behind. Because, you know, I'm definitely gonna turn this into a short story. It's like, let me see. It's still recording. Okay, good. I actually need to stand up for this. Let me just do that. Because I can't see anything from my sitting position that you guys are seeing. So yeah. It was a partial failure. It failed. Mostly. And he kicked me, and they kicked me out. Not he, they. You don't know their gender, little doggo. They kicked me out. Okay. So, I got kicked out. I'm gonna attempt to get back in. How much body do I have? Body is 1. Okay, so I'm gonna attempt to get back in with this dice. Damn, these are cursed. Tried to get back in, but couldn't fit anymore. I tried to get back in once they left, but couldn't fit anymore. So I went on my way. Okay. What's the next obstacle? Or the next situation? Next situation is 3 again. No, I don't want 3 again. I don't want 3 again. 2. See? 2. I know, well, you guys can see that actually. Yeah, it's 2. So we've got a D4 number of small bins. So how many small bins? 3 small bins. Awesome. Next I encountered 3 small bins. I think I'm gonna write my way. Next I encountered 3 small bins, but we're gonna roll the d10 again. D20, I mean. So we got 7 metal bins. They were metal. They were metal. Oh no. And I need to make dots here. But they were metal. So what am I gonna try to use? I think I might use shake that. Wait, I didn't write down how much time passed. So time passed 3 hours. So we've got on we by the way have 12 hours. So yeah. Okay. Gosh, I love this cheesy texture. Okay, so 3 hours. And we got 3 bins. I don't know, this likes to roll 3s. So I might use that more in the future for rolling 3s and 4s. Sorry, they were metal. Okay, so the metal bins. I might use shake that. And I'm not gonna use the notice function, by the way. I'm just not gonna. I used my body to shake the bins alongside me, and I have 3 cute and 1 body. That means I get to roll 4 as far as I'm understanding it. Okay, my highest is 3. I got 2 3s. That is pretty good. I also got 2 1s. That's quite a nice form of things. So it was a partial alongside me. I managed, so this is a partial success, to knock 1 over. Managed to knock 1 over. Okay, so how successful am I gonna be for looting? I'm not gonna use any of the little dice. This is just myself. I've added this mechanic, how successful my looting will be, and it's a 3. So just knock 1 over and loot it. Quite the good stuff, but not chicken. But no chicken yet. So I've used shake that. How much time passed? 1 hour. I'm actually gonna, or nah, I'm just gonna make 3 rows of this. Okay, got some good trash. And by the way, this is more of a short form version of playing this game. It will probably be a lot longer and more fun with friends. But again, I don't have those, so you're gonna have to excuse this. No chicken yet. So I'm gonna move on to my next location, which is gonna be 4. A row of black sacks. Okay, so next I encountered a row of black sacks. But what's the but here? Come on, give me a good number. 13 again. Come on, give me a good new number. This was 16. Okay, so animal repellent. Okay, but they smelled horrible. Let's go for just some scent that was coming from them. They smelled horrible. So I figured they must contain valuables, and he's gonna use the senses, which are a 1. I'm pretty sure. Did I read that correctly? No, senses are a 2. So senses. I'm gonna use the highest of these two. 4. Okay. I hold my breath and cut the first open with my claws. Food and goods pile out. And how successful am I gonna be? Am I gonna get the chicken? Please tell me chicken. No, still no chicken. If I get a 4, I'm gonna get chicken, by the way. That's what I've decided. Still no chicken. But lots of other stuff. So lots of food. I'm gonna actually turn these into pluses, plus lots of food and treasure. Okay. I'm gonna need to stand up again. I'm so like, oh my gosh, is this not recording anymore? No, it's still recording. Okay. And I need to keep pulling my pants up because these stupid pajama pants just don't like me. So next up, we've got 4 again. Next, there were more trash bags. Wait, I need to roll for time. I forgot that. A 1 again for the time. So we're almost halfway through the night, but no chicken. I kind of want to end it here, but night, 12 hours, okay? Okay. So, more trash bags. What's wrong with these trash bags? Not 16 again. Is this a 6 or a 9? This is a 9 and 6, I mean. Right? You guys can't see. There. This is a 6, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna go for 6. Okay, large dumpster. They were inside of a large dumpster. And I need to sit down again because, oh my god, does it hurt to stand. And then bend down to do this. They were in a large dumpster. So I got quite a good haul so far. Let's use body, which is 1, to get inside. Please be something good. Partial failure. I failed to get in through jumping. I'm gonna use body again because I'm gonna try climbing now. Okay. But managed to climb inside. Okay, so I need to get out too. So I can only get the uppermost, so let's go for senses. I have 2 senses, right? I need to double check. Yes, I have 2 senses. So I'm gonna use my senses to detect the best possible one, and I failed. I tried to detect the best bag to tear open, but failed. So I chose one other instead. So I chose another instead. One random instead. And how successful am I? How successful am I? Please give me a 4. 1. I failed to get anything. And again, this mechanic is just for myself. I added this. This is not in the original game. You're probably gonna need to do something else for that. I didn't read the rules too well. I failed to get anything new. And how long did this take me? Wait, I need to get out. So I'm gonna use body again. Body has 1, right? Body has 1. And I get out of these. Get out with ease. And how long is this gonna take me? 3. Okay, so 3 more hours. Let me do. Okay, so get 3. I just need 3 more hours. And then I'm through the night. Not because I want to stop playing this game, but because I want to write a short story about this. Like, if I wasn't recording this, I would stop right now, write a short story, and then continue, but I'm recording it, so I can't do that. Bit of a mistake on my part, but honestly, I do not care that much. So, next encounter, please be a 1, because that's all I'm missing. It's a 3 again. I want something new. No, I've got a 4 again. Okay, a 1. A single medium-sized bin or trash can. Okay. Next, I found a single trash can. But what's wrong with this one? 15, I haven't had that one yet. It's above animal repellent. So it's competition. There's competition there. There was competition there. And let me actually roll a d8 for what the competition was. It's a d8? Yes. Pretty sure it's a d8. Or is this a d8? No, this is a d8. So 7 means it's not the pigeon, it's the rat. There. A rat. Rat. A rival ruler from another kingdom. Okay, so I'm gonna be using my cute. I have 3 cute, and I'm gonna try to convince him that I'm no danger. Ooh, I got a 4. I tried to convey that I'm no threat through wiggles. And they understood. So I'm going to use 3 again for... This is specifically just, can I befriend the rat? Tried to befriend them, but they left. Maybe. It's like a partial failure, but still good. I tried to, because it's a 3 of a kind, you know? I want something a little bit better than try to befriend and didn't work. Try to befriend them, which didn't work. Didn't work. They ran instead. Okay, so next I'm gonna use my body, which I have 1 of, to get in the bin. 3. I managed to knock over the bin. Managed to get in the bin. After that, that's an E. They're accidentally knocking it over. Try to get in the bin after accidentally knocking it over. And I need to see, how much do I get? 3. Still no chicken. I got quite a lot, but still no chicken. Damn it. So it was quite a good haul, but yeah, I'm trying to look for chickens. So, and this took me how long? 4 hours. That means the night is over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I did have 4 hours left instead of 3, but the night is over. So I didn't use the notice function. I didn't use it, so I'm gonna cross it out. And didn't get chicken. Didn't get my chicken, but very good otherwise. Okay, and I'm gonna go back. Oh, I hope this wasn't blurry the whole time. So this is the game. Here's my notes. This is quite a lot. How long did I play for? Like half an hour? Yeah, if you're playing this with friends or you're properly playing it alone, not just testing it out, you're probably going to be playing a lot longer than me. Like if you're really gonna get into it, not doing it for the camera, you know, like really just get in there, have a good time, get your cheese ready. I probably, now honestly, if I ate this alone, I would have, if I did this alone, not ate this alone, if I did this alone, I would have ate cheese during it. Just because, you know, I mean, when else are you gonna eat cheese? I mean, all the time, obviously, but like, still. Actually, let me get these sort of like this. This looks nice. It's a nice order. This doesn't fit quite because it's upside down. Doesn't matter. Yeah, not to fix that. Yeah. This is it for Trash Pals. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I might not have seemed like it, but that's the autism. Like, genuinely, I just wanted to write a short story inspired by this because I had so much fun. Like, I'm gonna be playing this again off camera, probably today, in the evening, like. I mean, I'm gonna print out another one of these character sheets. I might have written this with an erasable pen, but that's just in case I make mistakes. But yeah, by the way, if you're wondering how this is erasable through heat. So, bricks and pens are erasable through heat. They're also not very light fast. Believe me, I know that very well. Lost a lot of language notes because of that. But yeah, here it is, my beautiful, beautiful stuff. And yeah, honestly, I kind of want to make my own ttrpg, but I told myself I need to play at least 10 on this channel before I get to do that. So, still got some ways to go, but we'll see each other, hopefully again. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Any of those things would help me greatly, and yeah, I'm just excited. And yeah, I'm just gonna need to resort all of the pages. But it's great. This ttrpg. By the way, if you want to see the original notes I took, this is just the original notes. Obviously, the handwriting is a lot smaller. Even my large handwriting is a lot smaller than this. Because this is my large handwriting. This is obviously large heading. Yeah. I'm gonna print this out again. And I'm gonna have some fun. So yeah. I'd say bye and have a great rest of your day. And I hope to see you guys soon-ish. Maybe. Hopefully. If we can achieve that, I'd be very grateful. And if not, that's okay. You don't have to watch me. This is not a must. And yeah, that's it. Bye.